Gentleman back there was his hand up first.
Thanks.
No, you answered all of my questions.
He's good. Yes, ma'am.
If Governor Malloy is not abiding by the state laws and the Constitution, and he thinks that he can still mandate whatever he wants, what can we do to make sure that he doesn't do that? That he does abide by laws that are to protect the state? How do you go about doing that?
Well, no matter what.
Can you repeat that, Senator?
She asked about Governor Malloy not following the law and the Constitution. I assume you're referring to the spending cap.
Right.
Yes.
Well, we put in legislation, the argument would be that the spending cap has never been completely defined after it was passed, and that there's some vagueness. The governor would probably argue that your budget only has to be balanced and come under the spending cap, you know, on the first day of the calendar year. So right now, he's okay. I don't believe for a second that's anywhere near the spirit of what the people, when they voted over 80% for the spending cap. So we've put in a bill that's supported by all of the Republicans that more accurately defines the spending cap so that you can't play these games. I don't know the chances of that passing. Yes, sir.
I didn't get to know Senator well. Thank you, by the way, Senator McKinney, for making your way up to our cozy neck of the woods.
You're welcome. This is a lot better than Yellow Bees, isn't it?
Yeah. I got to know Senator Welsh when he put up a survey, and this is another kind of Republican item, but repeal the early release program. I filled it out, and then all of a sudden we started talking about things. My first question would be, how does everyone in this room, there's a certain method for getting your voice heard, if you would. If you have an individual bill, like the early release is coming up, introduced tomorrow, you can go testify. Okay, my impression is you can't really do that with the budget. So what would be your advice, or can wait, and what would be your advice to the crowd in the room to kind of help us help you, if you would?
Couple pieces of advice, and first of all, tomorrow it's Senate Bill 123. There are a lot of different the early release bills, but that's the number one.
Well, just for example,
Yeah.
though, but we're,
Right.
budget stuff is
Yeah, well,
more in a room.
No, you're right, and
Yeah.
well, so there are two committees in the legislature that principally deal with the budget. One is the Appropriations Committee, they deal with the spending part of the budget, and the other is the Finance, Revenue, and Bonding Committee, which deals with the revenue side, the tax and fee side of the budget. Those committees will have hearings. They should have a hearing on the governor's budget proposal. I don't know if they've had that yet, have they?
Well, they've already started having public hearings on the implementers in the various committees, but not appropriations.
Correct. So the Appropriations Committee will have a hearing on the governor's budget, and people can come up and testify. I'll be very honest, in 15 years, I served on the Appropriations Committee briefly. Whenever we had public hearings on the budget or parts of the budget, different agencies and departments, most of the people who came to testify asked for more money. So the voices of people who are working hard every day, who can't make it up to Hartford, don't get as heard as much in the public hearings. But emails, phone calls, writing. Most importantly, what we hope to do tonight is, this is a fantastic crowd, and we hope that you expand and multiply out in your neighborhoods the fact that the state's got a real economic, a real budget crisis. And the gentleman asked about how do we keep people here? How do we get our unemployment rate, which is at 8.1%, down to where it should be? And one of the ways you do that is you get your fiscal house in order. There are businesses in the state who are not investing cash in the state because they don't think we have our fiscal house.
Senator,
What if you had,
can we take 1 second and open this door? Some people in the back it's much warmer back there than it is up here.
And then they can sit too.
Sure.
We're gonna open the
Yeah,
wall.
come on in.
Well, and to kind of follow up that it does work, what I just heard today, I actually heard on the radio, so I don't know how true it is, but the proposed tax on home heating oil is out. So organization, pressure, emails, phone calls.
can you guys set something up like you had your survey? Okay,
Right.
and that started, last December? Okay, on your first
Started a long
survey.
time ago, yeah.
So what if the three of you and whoever's kind of is there a program you can set up so someone clicks a button on one of your sites or whoever's gonna organize it for the budget debate, and then that person gets a list of action items when they come out?
It's a great idea, we should look at doing that. We did put this up, but we can do more than that, it's a good idea.
And by the way, Rep. Betts wins for the bullet points. I'm sorry, because I don't know you that well, but if you guys go on his, the first one is,
What is that, like 6 font?
should I not read this? No, it's his website, and he bulletized most of the slideshow, he bulletized them really
He's
quick
good,
fast.
he's good.
Yeah.
He's good. All right, a lot of hands went up, but we will get to everyone.
Yeah, for Senator McKinney, first I want to just say to you, I think